Before the banners learned to wave, before the marble learned his name, there was a man who learned to pause while power begged him to remain. A circle by deliberate breath, the silence heavier than war. He practiced rule by rule himself and left the rest to something more. He woke before the sun with doubt, not destiny, not righteous fire, just ink-stained hands and lists of fears. He trained his mind to not admire. He wrote his temper into ash, counted losses, named his flaws, built a country from restraint instead of appetite or cause. Stoic wasn't stone or cold, it was choosing when to bend, knowing anger feels like truth but never travels to the end. He held a line inside his chest before he held it on the field, taught a continent of chaos that the strongest thing can heal. He knew the self is empire first, and every crown begins as one. If you can't govern your own pulse, you'll teach the world to tire and walk. So he stood and he waited and he listened more than spoke. He believed the nation's future was a muscle, not a hope. America learned balance from the man who learned to bend. He didn't rule by staying king, he ruled by knowing when to end. When victory came dressed as fate and crowds begged him to never leave, he practiced loss voluntarily, the hardest stoic grief. Power is a drug he knew, sweetest when you feel unsure. So he treated office like a post you hold, not something you endure. He feared factions more than foes, passions louder than the truth. Knew a fractured mind will beg for enemies to feel like proof. So he taught a young republic not to worship winning sides, that unity is discipline, not something born of pride. Master the self, or the self will master you. That was the lesson the country grew into. He practiced death before it came, imagined endings without fear. Asked each night, did I act just, not did I make myself appear? From that quiet daily trial rose a precedent unheard, that leadership is character long before it's lowered. He warned them not of doom by force, but wrought by slow neglect, that freedom dies in comfort first, not battle, blood, or wreck. No permanent entanglements, no borrowed rage or flame. A nation should be slow to hate if it hopes to long remain. He knew the future isn't saved by heroes frozen into stone, but by citizens who practice what they must do and alone. So he stood and he stepped back and the world didn't collapse. There was the proof restraint could hold what conquest never can. America learned courage from the man who let it go. He didn't build a throne of self, he built a way to say no. Statues, flags, or myths. Ask the moment you were tempted to become what power is. He left us not a certainty, but a practice hard and plain. Rule yourself on purpose or be ruled by impulse chain. He returned to fields and weather, to the work that doesn't cheer. Left a nation with a question still unanswered every year. Can we govern what we feel, or will desire choose our fate? The republic lives inside that pause between the urge and war.